the reason democracy doesn't work in places like China and Russia and
Mhm.
Iran is because they are democracy can be easily infiltrated, and then uh, you have dissenting voices that are actually not for the best interests of the country, but are in fact to tear the country down. And so, I
Mhm.
mean, I think Mossad is like has been vocal about spreading sowing discord in Iran and exasperating the protests. I'm not saying that there aren't
Mhm.
legitimate protests. I'm not saying that there aren't legitimate economic problems. But one should also ask, why are there economic problems in Iran? I mean, if you look at the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the economic problems are like one of the base foundations. If you can't feed your family, you're gonna
Mhm.
be angry. You're gonna be out in the streets. And I think a lot of the economic problems are because of the sanctions that are placed unjustifiably on Iran because they quote unquote want to have
Mhm.
nuclear weapons. In fact, but Iran is the only one who has signed the nuclear accords voluntarily.
Mhm.
Khomeini has actively said that he doesn't want nuclear weapons. And so now we've eliminated Khomeini, and now we might have an even worse hardliner who is down for nuclear weapons. In fact, the only country that has nuclear weapons that isn't part of the nuclear agreement amongst nations is, can you guess who? Peruvians, actually. No, it's Peru.
Okay.
It's
I
Brazil.
didn't know that.
So these economic sanctions are placed on Iran, and then the
Mhm.
Islamic regime is being blamed for the poor economy, but in fact, it is the West that is creating such external pressure so that there's internal discord, so that they can overthrow the regime, which you completely fair to criticize the regime, but I think the situation is much more complex than the Islamic regime is evil and therefore the only outlet is for these Zionist Jews to destroy our country, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Um, but also, I haven't lived there, so I respect your opinion. But I just think that this game is being played by tugging out the heartstrings
Mhm.
of like, oh, we are establishing freedom for Iran, when in fact it's the exact opposite, and what's likely to happen is what has happened to the rest of the Arab countries who have chosen to stand with honor rather than bow to Israel and the West.